Welcome everybody to episode 3 of AWT, Andrew's Wrestling Talk, where I bring you the news and reviews of wrestling around the Southwest. Although tonight I'm going to start now by bringing you some new reviews on a company called WCPW, What's Culture Wrestling. Believe me guys, this is a great show. You must watch these on YouTube on Saturday nights. Their program is called Loaded. You'll see hundreds of former WWE superstars, TNA superstars, Ring of Honor superstars, and the list goes on and on and on. Believe me, tune in and watch it on the Saturday nights. Now, recently on the 6th of October, they were at O2 Academy in Newcastle, and they had their first ever real pay-per-view, a streamed pay-per-view. And unfortunately, it was a disaster. The picture and the sound, they trailed so badly. But all in all, the pay-per-view itself was an amazing pay-per-view, great matchups, and the commentary from good old JR and Jim Cornette brought back some wicked memories of the WWE. Now, in singles competition, Minoru Suzuki defeated Joe Coffey in a great singles matchup. Also, the first ever WCPW Internet Championship. They've scrapped the TV Championship and now they have the Internet Championship. And El Guerrero defeated Travis Banks and Alberto El Patron, and that would be Alberto Del Rio. Also in singles competition, Cody Rhodes defeated Doug Williams in an amazing singles competition match. Also in a street fight, Rampage Brown versus Adam Blumpier was a good match. He beat the hell out of him, to be quite honest. Also a WCPW Women's Championship match, and Nixon Newell defeated Kimberly. Yeah, that's separated name, by the way. And then the WCPW World Heavyweight Championship was on the line. Joseph Connors defeated Martin Kirby to retain the Heavyweight Championship. And also in the main event, it was Joe Hendry to go against the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle. Now, like I said, you could probably still watch this. Put in WCPW and have a look for it online, and you'll find it on some streaming site. You need to catch their shows loaded on Saturdays on YouTube every week. Believe me, it's a great company to watch, and that is WCPW. Now moving on to some more news and reviews with Fight Nation Wrestling that you can always watch on YouTube and FightNationWrestlingOnline.com. Now this past Wednesday we had two matches, and they started the event off with good old Savvy Sid Scala having a rant and rage, and he was ready to fight, but he wanted both of the Swords of Essex in a match. Though the Swords of Essex didn't come out, Joseph Connors came out. Something happened in between that time, not quite sure what happened there, but Savvy Sid Scala said, if you want to fight, let's fight. So that's what we had. Match 1, Savvy Sid Scala versus Joseph Connors. Now, the match started off very well for Savvy Sid Scala. They both took it outside the ring and had a tumble outside the ring. Joseph Connors had thrown him into the railings, which completely turned the match around. Now, Savvy Sid Scala was in the fight of his life in this match, where he kicked out the two on a turnbuckle powerbomb and a huge clothesline, and still kicking out at 2. But it took the all she wrote from Joseph Connors to get the 1-2-3 on Savvy Sid Scala. Now, at the end of that match, it looked like that Joseph Connors was going to shake the hand of Savvy Sid Scala. No, that's not going to happen. A fist to the face and going for the all she wrote again. But then the Fight Nation British Heavyweight Champion Mark Haskins comes down to the aid of Scala. Joseph Connors diving out of the ring, and then James Castle comes out to attack Mark Haskins. Bit of a tumble there, a reversal from Mark Haskins, went for the super kick. James Castle diving out the ring and hightailing it out of the ring. It is all going on in Fight Nation, because tonight at 7 o'clock after AWT, the main event of Wednesday Night Wrestling will be the champion Mark Haskins defending the British Heavyweight Championship against the #1 contender, the winner of the Lethal Lottery, James Castle. Now, match 2 that we had tonight was Liverpool's #1 Zach Gibson versus the British ambassador Doug Williams. This was the main event on Wednesday Night Wrestling, and it was two brawlers fighting it out in the ring. Very technical, submission-based match with very, very close counts all the way through. Gibson throwing Williams into the turnbuckle, which giving him some issues with his left shoulder. Still fighting here and still kicking out here, Doug Williams. But it took a distraction from the referee, a low blow from Zach Gibson, and a roll-up on Williams to get the 1, 2, 3. So Zach Gibson did say he was going to beat the man, but to be honest, he beat the man in a cheating way, not in the way that we thought he would do it. Now, you can always watch Fight Nation Wrestling on YouTube and FightNationWrestlingOnline.com, Wednesday Night Wrestling. And they've got a couple of events coming up. They've got an event on the 15th of October, Saturday the 15th of October in Canterbury. And all I know is that there's one huge match that's been announced, and it's current TNA star Mark Andrews to go against new signee of Ring of Honor, the villain, Marty Scott. Oh yes, plus much more if you're going to that event in Canterbury. And also there is another event from them on the 23rd of October, more recordings and tapings of Wednesday Night Wrestling. It will be here at Weymouth at the Weymouth Pavilion. I am going to be there with Andrew's Wrestling Talk, so I can give you some better reviews and news on Fight Nation Wrestling. Now, moving on to some past events that have happened here. There was an event, XWA Wrestling, that had an event this past Saturday on the 8th of October in Stowbury at the Dolphin Centre. And as far as I know, the main event was the former TNA World Heavyweight Champion Magnus to go up against Thomas Dawkins. Plus, there would have been other guys there, like the XWA Heavyweight Champion, Lion Kid, Trent Seven, and Danny Blaze, and plus so much more. If you were there, let me know here on Andrew's Wrestling Talk. There is an event next time. Their next event is on the 27th of November at the Carter Hall in Colchester. And they've got a huge load of stars on there, and apparently they've got more announcements coming as well. But you will see former WWE superstars, MVP, Tommy Dreamer, Paul London, and Hornswoggle. And apparently, like I said, there's a lot more coming, so I'm looking forward to that one. Plus, their event is called Winter Wonder Slam, and I'm loving the name there, Winter Wonder Slam. You know, I might even attempt to get to this one here, November, Colchester, 27th. Let's get that one there for XWA. Up next as well, we have PWP Pro Wrestling Pride. They had an event this past Sunday, the 9th of October, at the Exeter Corn Exchange. They had 5 matches on their card, and it was Charlie Garrett in a tag team match with Kelly Six to go against Ultimate Tiger and Chris Andrews. We had a triple threat match. The winner, PJ Jones, Joshua Knott, and Kay Jutler. Also, the Pride Heavyweight Championship was on the line in a 2 out of 3 falls match. The champion Eddie Ryan to go against Mr. Massive Chucky C. And a singles match, an international singles match that unfortunately didn't happen. It was supposed to be the UK Dominator versus the Boogeyman, the former WWE star. But as of Hurricane Matthew here, apparently he's had some family relations there and problems back at home, so he stayed back there and couldn't make it to that event, which is a real unfortunate. But there was a an opponent for him. I don't know who that was. If you were there, please let me know on Andrew's Wrestling Talk. Their main event was the Pride Tag Team titles, and it was a street fight of champions House of Bones defending their titles against the Magnums. Now, that was this past Sunday, but their next event is called Undisputed 2, and that will be on the 30th of October at Wellsprings Leisure Centre in Taunton. They've got former WWE star Adam Rose there. They've got former TNA star Doug Williams there, plus a current TNA star Surprise. I don't know who that could be. Plus they've got WWE Hall of Famer Scott Hall, also plus other stars that you know and love there at Pro Wrestling Pride, like Eddie Ryan and Ultimo Tiger and Chris Andrews and stuff. Some great events there. Make sure you go and see that at PWP, Pro Wrestling Pride. Now with some more upcoming events that we've got coming up in the next couple of months as well. DWA, Devon Wrestling Association, have got one on the 15th of October in Barnstable. And as far as I know, there is a couple of matches there. There is the DWA Devon Trophy Street Fight. Thank you, Punk. It will be Joel Redmond, champion, versus Yistin Reese. And the main event is a DWA Tag Team Trophies TLC match. Hell yeah. Now, I love to see that. That's going to be a great match. It will be champions, the Magnums versus Winner and Sinner, Marcus Bain and PJ Jones. Plus in action will be the UK Dominator, Eddie Ryan, Charlie Garrett, Pretty Marvelous, and much, much more. And that's on DWA. Now also coming up will be on the 21st of October, it will be UPW Way of the Dragon at the Dorchester Corn Exchange. You will see former WWE superstar and Japanese legend, the Ultimo Dragon, and also an addition to that now, it will be Dick Togo. Now, another former WWE superstar, part of Kai and Tai in the Attitude Era. Can't wait for that. Brilliant. But only 2 matches have been announced so far as I've got here on AWT, which will be singles match, the Ultimo Dragon versus Josh Bodom. So that's the opponent for the Ultimo Dragon, Josh Bodom. They're very looking forward to that. And also the tag team match that was announced last time at UPW Retaliation. It will be the Brothers Orr versus the Swords of Essex. Now also, don't forget that you can buy tickets from me now, and you can also get these on the link on my page, AWT on Facebook. And this will be for the 2nd anniversary, 19th of January at the Riviera Hotel 2017. You will see WWE superstar, former WWE superstar, sorry, Cody Rhodes coming to UPW. Also, don't forget, as of episode 5, I am bringing in the debut Q5, which will be bringing in these guys. The Brothers Orr, Scott and Joe, will be debuting on the Q5 on episode 5. Now, I got a little bit of random news. I quite like this little bit of random news, to be quite honest with you. WWE and TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, are combining figures together. This is absolutely fantastic, me being a figure fan. I can't wait to grab one of these figures. You'll have Leonardo as John Cena, you'll have Raphael as Sting, you'll have Donatello as The Undertaker, and Michelangelo as Macho Man Randy Savage. They are called Ninja Superstars, and they come with Super Slam accessories. To be honest, I want Raphael and the Sting combined, being a Raphael fan and a Sting fan. I want one of those figures. Also, Punk, you fell over again. Also, don't forget to follow me on Facebook and YouTube at Andrew's Wrestling Talk. I will see you next week for episode 4. Good night.
Impact to never see, I could never be. Bring it down the door, we are coming.